1-1-2 is not a natural combo or normal hit. And you can duck the last part. You can step it. You can step it both ways, which I'm not doing a good job of right now. So it's very steppable. You can duck it and launch it. On counter hit though, on counter hit is natural combo. That's the only time it's natural combo is on counter hit. And the thing about his 1-1-2 is that it's not as punishable as like Mishima 1-1-2. It's minus 14, which you can see I just punished with Miguel's 14 frame Punisher. All right, so I'm gonna move on to. I'm going to move on to his 1-2, which is just a normal jab string. It's nothing fancy. You have to step this jab string. You have to sidewalk it right. Yeah, Ice Age, only 14. If you sidewalk left, the second jab is always gonna catch you on his 1-2. So just so you guys remember that. So you have to go right. It's just a normal jab string. It's nothing fancy. I went over this before, so I'm not gonna spend too much time on his jabs like that. His 2-1, I mean his 2-2. You have to kind of step. You have to step it left. You have to sidewalk left. But like I said earlier, people are only really gonna do this for punishment. Nobody's really gonna just throw this out. The funny thing about this jab string though is that you can't duck it. You can't duck the last hit of Jails, so you have to be careful. But that's it. I mean, there's nothing crazy about his jab strings. You know, and he does have this is the move me and Iceage went over earlier, which is like Marduk's 2 down 1+2, which you can step right, and it is minus 12, but it has some pushback. So for me, my minus 12 punishment is that reaches at that range. But you can just sidestep launch it. Now here's the tricky part, because for me, I don't really know too many of his key moves. You know, because I mean they're not. You know, the thing that sucks is that the console characters aren't in the guide, and they're like normally in guides you have a section of like key moves and good moves, and there's nothing of the sort. So it's kind of hard for me to really break down the character, but this is his high homing move. It's just 3+4. Pretty much, this is pretty much Bruce's high. This is pretty much Bruce's 3+4. Nothing different. You can just duck and punish it. So this is high homing move. Because Ogre, I believe Ogre has 3 homing moves. I think he has 3+4, which looks like Bruce's, and then he has what is it, like down 4-3 or something like that, and then he has like down back 2. Pushback on this shit is crazy. So this is like a wall splat. It seems pretty safe. This is his forward 2. I'll look at the frame data to see how much it is. It's minus 12, man, but the pushback on this shit is crazy. Like I don't even think Bob could reach it. This is a pretty safe wall splat mid. And you can step it right. You can step it left too. So I'll make a note of this move that like yeah, go ahead, get some water, Stiff. Hurry up. Alright, yeah, it's minus 12, man. It's pretty stupid because it's pretty much like a safe wall splat. I'm gonna try to find his key moves for you guys, because like there's not much information on these console characters, which I don't like. That's one thing I don't like about the guide, is that there's no information on the console characters. That's kind of the point. That was the #1 reason for me per se to get the guide. Don't get me wrong, the guide is pretty good, but I think they should have added the console characters. Like, not adding the console characters to the guide is like you don't know what the characters do, you don't know their Q moves, so you gotta kind of research them. But what you still laughing at? But let's see what else he has. Oh, this is like, he has a lot of Marduk moves, man. Alright, so this move right here is natural combo, just like Marduk's. This is pretty safe, though. I don't think... Is Marduk safe? I don't even know. Oh, but you can step it. So it's pretty interesting. This is a natural combo move that I'm gonna write this one down because this is actually a pretty useful move for him, which is the forward 3-2. So forward 3-2, safe natural combo, but you can sidestep it right. Yo, what's good, Sean? So forward. I'll just put this on repeat for you guys while I write this down. So forward 3-2 is safe and natural combo, which is pretty cheap because it does a lot of damage, man. And but you can definitely sidestep this move. It's weak to sidestep left for sure. So it's not bad. It is -9 though. Oh, it launches on counter hit? Okay, so the forward 3 apparently on counter hit launches, so let's test this out. Man, wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But alright, so we just looked at forward 3-2, which is pretty much Marduk's. You know, you can sidestep in between it. You can sidestep left in between the string and punish and with punish. Because it's 100% safe, which is really cheap. That this is actually safe, but you can sidestep and punish it, so it's not a problem. I'm gonna look for some more moves that should be useful. Okay, so Ogre has the Mishima, pretty much as a Mishima axe kick. That's plus frames. You know, it should be like around +4. You can step this either way. You can go left or right. So, but I'm still trying to figure out like how this character tracks so far. So, because a lot of the moves I went over already, you have to step them 2 different ways. So it's kind of tricky figuring out what moves of his, what's the good way to step him, which is the best way to step Ogre. He only has 73 moves. His move list is pretty short, so I guess I can go through a good amount of them. All right, that has like no real use. I don't see any use for that. All right, so this is like a new low of his, right? What's this low? Alright, forward 3+4. Let's check this shit out real quick. Forward 3+4. This low, I don't know how useful this low is, man, because it's 22 frames, which is pretty decent speed. It's -17 though, and it's -2 on hit. So let's see. I'm gonna block it with Miguel. So I don't know how useful this is. You can step it. You can step it either way. It's weak to both sides of stepping. Which I'm noticing that a lot of his moves are weak to like stepping in general. Like they don't even like a lot of these moves I went over so far don't even track like either way. But I'm gonna write this down because low pokes are very important. Jabs and low pokes are important. Like jabs and low pokes are like the generic like tools for every single character in the game. Can you jab him out of that low? It high crushes, man, and then on counter hit he gets a knockdown. This is a high crush low that you can. It's weak to sidestep. So this low right here, so I can show you guys. This low is forward 3 plus 4. You can sidestep it both ways. It's minus 17 on block. Yeah, it does high crush. It high crushes 100%. So it's minus 17 and it's minus 2 on hit. So even if you do get hit by it, he doesn't have advantage. So he can't beat out like your next attacks. So minus 2. When somebody's like minus 2, if they try to get it with a Wild Rising, you can jab them, you know, or down forward 1. It's not a big deal. This type of move. But I guarantee you, especially since this character is new, you're definitely gonna see people throw that out a good amount. Oh, he has the Miguel shoulder. Alright, well, his is definitely safe, just like Miguel's. You know, well, actually, the frame data says minus 10 to minus 4. Oh shit. Okay, so his is not safe. Miguel's is safe, but his is not. So this is a good thing to take note of, that Ogre's tackle tackle is minus 10 from close range. From close range is minus 10, but I think from long range it might not be punishable because the frame data says minus 10 to minus 4. So let's try to test it right now. I gotta just find the right range to block it at max distance. See, from max distance, it seems like it can't be punished. Yeah, from max distance, guys, it's safe at distance. Like from here. Oh, maybe I have to go a little farther. It has to be max distance for this to be safe. As you guys can see, like it has to be max, like the farthest possible. So from max range. See, this is one of those type of things where like. Yeah, it's one of these. See, this is one of those type of moves where like you have to know this, because I guarantee you, an ancient ogre from max distance will do the tackle and then duck and try to launch you for trying to punish it for minus 10. So keep note of that. Keep note that his tackle from max range is safe, and then at close range it's minus 10. So just keep that in mind. Oh, bum, in this game, if you notice, like, look, I'll show you how you know if you punished. You see how it says punish on the left side of the screen? That's how you know that if the move is punishable or not. So you don't have to set, like, Ogre to a certain thing. So just so you guys know, the tackle, the tackle is, for the notation for it is forward 2 plus 3, and you can obviously step it either way really. It's minus 10 close, so keep note of that, guys, that at close range it's minus 10, and then it's minus 4 at long range, so it's safe. So you guys gotta don't get tricked by that, because I know dudes will definitely, that's something that players will do definitely to try to like catch you off guard. Yo, what's up, Rickster? Alright, let's go through some of these other moves. Okay, so this is down forward, this is a down forward 1-2. This is pretty much like, isn't this Tekken Tag 1? This is like Tekken Tag 1 down forward 1-2 like Bruce's. But it's 100% safe. It's not natural combo though. It's not natural combo, but it is 100% safe, so there's no reason not to do it. I'm gonna test if he gets anything on counter hit for it, or if it's natural on counter hit. Yeah, it's natural on counter hit. But you can step it left. It's weak to sidestep left. And it's weak to sidestep right too. That's the interesting thing about Ogre right now. Like I'm noticing with Ogre that like you can really sidestep him any way you want so far in his move list. So far he's very steppable, but I know he does have some decent homing moves though, so you have to watch that. But down forward 1-2, you can sidestep. It's weak to sidestep left and right, and it's safe. So it's good to know though, and his natural combo and counter hit. What does he have now? Alright, so this is down forward 2-1-2, which you can't seem to sidestep the last hit. I can do that with Miguel, but this is like character specific, so I don't want to get into character specific punishing because I could just go around it, but it doesn't hit anyway. But going back to the move, down forward 2-1-2 it says that it's -13, so let's test this. So as you guys can see, down forward 1-2 with Miguel is 13 frames, and it does definitely punish the string. Now let me see if it's worse than 13. So yeah, see, I did Miguel's 14 frame punisher to see if it's worse, and it's definitely not worse. It's -13. It is weak to sidestep left. Let's see if it's weak to sidestep right. It's weak to sidestep in general. The second hit of this move, let me go to record function for you guys, because the second hit of this move is punishable. So I'm gonna go to record. I'm gonna let Ogre do it a few times just so you guys can see me punish it multiple times. Yeah, it's definitely -12. Miguel's Magic 4. Miguel's Magic 4 is 12 frames, so you know for sure that this is the Punisher. So just so if you guys run into this move, so just so you guys run into this, because you're gonna have, when it comes. See, characters that have like these type of strings are pretty solid for the most part. Like characters with these type of delayable strings, you have to be careful. Cause let's see, down forward, cause you can't interrupt that string, which is the thing that's which is like the thing that's gonna throw you off, is that you can't interrupt that string. So you pretty much have to. You have to block it. Like it's one of those strings, like I guess kind of like Devil Jin. Yo, what's good, Art, man? Why you late for class, Stiff? But it's kind of like Devil Jin, it's back forward string. What is it? The back forward 2-1-2. Similar to that. You got to pick and choose your punishment for this. You have to really read. You have to read the opponent, because like if the opponent is doing down forward 2-1. They're just doing it by itself. They think you won't punish it. They think you're like, all right, he's not gonna punish it. So most people who have these type of strings will kind of test you. They'll test you. What they'll do is do down forward 2-1-2 probably the first time to see if you would try to attack after the second hit and punish, and then that'll gauge. And in their mind, that'll gauge whether they're gonna finish the string on you or not, or if they can use the first two parts of the string. So you have to take note of like the mind games that come with strings in Tekken. This is like down, so just so you guys know, it's down forward. The notation is down forward 2-1-2. You can sidestep it. It's weak to sidestep left, and it's weak to sidestep right. It is in fact the first two hits are -12. The second hit is -12, and the last hit is -13. Alright, let's see what else he got. This stiff ass character. Ogre with that long ass hair. Look like a bitch. Alright, so down forward 3. This is his homing move. I know he gets a guaranteed follow up. You know what? He gets a guaranteed follow up, right? But let's see how guaranteed this follow up really is. Hold on, let me start this over. I did it wrong. Okay. Because that's supposed to be the follow-up for the move. So I'm going to stop it right there. And then what I'm going to do is, just to be sure of this move, just to be sure that this is guaranteed, I'm going to tag crash. And if I still get, if I still get hit or whatever, then it's probably guaranteed. Now I'm going to try to raw tag out. Yeah, that follow-up that he's doing is definitely guaranteed. Hold on, sorry. I don't know if tag crash maybe reduces the damage you take from it. I think tag crashing can reduce the damage of what you take from it, but tag crashing off of that is definitely not worth it. To be honest with you guys, this is a little off topic, but to be honest with you guys, tag crash, to me, in my opinion, is such a waste. Like, you have so many ways to get in the match. Tag crash is definitely like a waste, man. It's definitely a waste of like your rage and a waste of like red health. So I personally don't recommend tag crashing that much. You only tag crash if like your character has like a tiny pixel, and even then, you can still get out. Like, I wouldn't waste it, you know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. But I'm gonna go on to the rest of this move list right now. So, but actually, let me just finish covering this move real quick, because I believe this move is minus 12. So let's test this out right now. So this is Bob's 12 frame Punisher. Alright, so I'm doing, see, back 2-2 with Miguel, with Bob is 13 frames. So I'm just checking that this move is not more than minus 12. So this move is definitely just minus 12. So, okay. So, just so you guys know, because this is definitely like a key move for Ogre, I'm pretty sure. So down 4-3, it's a homing move. So I'm just going to make note that it's a homing. And it's minus 12. It's minus 12 on block, and he gets a follow-up. What's good, Bum? What's your question, Stiff? If you tag out, it's still not going to be safe, because if you tag out, like, your partner coming in is going to get punished for it, for you doing that tag. So it's not safe. It's not a safe way to get out. Yo, PL, man, I'm sorry, man. Like, my phone broke, man. Like, seriously, my phone broke. You can ask Bum. Like, my phone got messed up, so they had to give me a replacement phone today. So I'm sorry, man. I didn't pick up, so you could have came through on Sunday, man. My bad. Alright, but man, getting back to Ogre, man. Getting back to Ogre. Oh, yo, Bum. You silly, man. Anyway. Alright, so let's check out what this move is. This is his... Oh, this is like a shoulder. Down forward 3+4. Knocks down. Good damage. Doesn't track. This is like a panic move. It's like a wall splat move. This is, how fast is this? It's 24 frames, so it's not really good for punishing either, so I can see somebody probably just using this to like try to wall splat you. But it says that it's minus 11, just to let you guys know. If you come across this move. Well, most people don't have an 11 frame Punisher, but if you do, like Miguel can 2-1 it. So the notation for this move, just so you guys know, is down 4, 3+4. So, which this move, to be honest, isn't like a key move or anything, but you probably will see this move get thrown out to try to wall splat you. So if you do happen to see it or have, if you happen to block it, just remember that's -11, so you sort of person doesn't get away with it, because you got to keep in mind that these characters are new, and people are just gonna throw out a whole bunch of things, man. Okay, so this down 1 is like, I guess like a Mishima down 1. Like hey, not the Mishima down 1, but like a Heihachi, a Paul down 1, something like that. Down 1, it is safe, by the way. It is safe. So it's a safe mid, but you can step it both ways. It has no tracking, so let me just write that down. Like down 1 can be sidestepped either way and safe. But what I'm trying to do, guys, is really just. Oh man, you're welcome, man. I want to break down these console characters so people don't get randomed out in tournaments. That's my point of this, man. I don't want to get randomed out. I don't think any of you guys want to get randomed out either. So I'm just trying to break these characters down for tournament. Get you guys to learn the characters a little faster. But I'm trying to find his key moves, man. I don't want to waste you guys' time with like all of his move lists. I'm trying to just find the best moves, because that's what you really have to look. That's like the starter. That's like the starter to learning the characters, is to find the key moves. It was easy for Kunimitsu because there was a list of them. But back to Ancient Ogre. Okay, so he has the Brian. He has the Brian down 2-3. That's what this is pretty much. I'm sure. So with this, it's -10, just like Brian's. And you can't move. It jails. It jails after you block the first hit. So it's -10. Now I want to see if you can delay this at all. So I'm gonna test if you can delay this. Yeah, you can delay it too, just like Brian. Pretty long delay also. Alright. So what I'm trying to do right now, since it's delayable, I'm trying to see if I can step it. But I definitely can't step it. And you definitely can't interrupt it either when it's delayed. So it's a pretty solid string. You know, if you've seen how Brian's use it to bait a counter hit, and even if it does get blocked, it's -10. So the timing to punish is pretty strict anyway. So it's not a bad move. You can sidestep it both ways. It's -10. Let's see. Let's go through the rest of his moves, man. You gotta have something else that's of use. Oh, he has the Armor King. He has the Armor King stomp your toe low. Alright, so this is actually a pretty solid low poke for Ogre, man. It's actually the same. It's the same frames as Armor King's. It's 17 frames and it's -12, and it's +1 on +1 on hit. And it's -12, and you guys can tell that it's -12, by the way, because Miguel's Wild Rising 1 is 12 frames. So I'll show you by punishing it. This is how you know that's -12 and not 11. And the frame, I'm just double checking the frame data just to make sure it's accurate for you guys, so I'm not giving you guys wrong information. You can step it. You cannot step it right though. See, it tracks right. It tracks sidestep right. So you have to go left and punish. So yeah, she has a pretty solid low poke, man. So down 3, which is definitely a key, is gonna be a key low of his for sure. Down 3, similar to the Armor King low. So down 3. Thing about this low is, so you guys have to remember that it's weak to sidestep left. Only. It's only weak to sidestep left, and it's minus 12 on block, which isn't bad. To be honest, it's a really good low poke for ancient ogres to use. So this is something that you're definitely gonna see ancient ogres use. So you know, if you plan on stepping ogre, I can honestly say that if you plan on stepping ogre, from what I've like noticed, is that he's really steppable like both ways. Like he's really steppable left and right. So the best bet from what I'm seeing so far is the best bet to fight an ogre is just stepping him left. Sidewalk left for the most part, unless you're dealing with his jab strings. That's the thing about him though, is that his best jab strings, you have to actually you have to sidestep them different way. Like his 2 down 1+2, which is pretty much Marduk's, you have to step it right. His 2-1 can be stepped both ways. So the only thing you would have to worry about if you was to just step ancient ogre left most of the time, is all you have to worry about is homing moves and like his 2 down 1+2 so far. But the thing about that is that you have to learn. A key thing to Tekken is learning how to step and block. It's kind of like it's almost like an option select. It's almost like an option select in way of like, if you just step and cancel and cancel the block fast enough, you will be able to sidestep. If a move is steppable, you'll be able to step it and you'll be able to block at the same time. So that's a key thing for you guys to learn, is to learn how to step and block. So let me go on with the rest of this move list. Yeah, it's down 4-4. Alright, so this right here, I mean, I don't see any real use for this low. I mean, if you get hit by it, you can still duck it anyway. You can still duck and punish. This is down 4-4, so you can still duck and punish. It can be low parried. His down 4-4. His down 4 by itself is minus 13, guys. So just in case, ogres are probably most people are probably just gonna throw out the low by itself. Yeah, it looks like Lee. It pretty much looks. That's what it pretty much looks like. So it doesn't look like Lee's like down 3, but it's like, isn't Lee's down string is like down 4, down 4-4. But yeah, the notation for this is down 4-4. I'm gonna see if it's steppable. So let me see if it's steppable or not. So I'm gonna go to record just to test the low by itself. Be a little easier. Okay. Alright, so this low tracks really well, man. Like, it really seems like you can't step this low at all. It's catching me on both directions. Yeah, see, if I'm already off access, like it'll whiff, but either way. Oh, do I think it's punishable on hit? That's a good question. Let's test that. Wow, that's a good that's actually funny that this low is punishable on hit. So the down 4 alone is getting punished by down 4 1-2. So let's see if it's minus 14. Alright, so it's definitely not minus, it's definitely 100% minus 13 on hit. So it's not bad. On hit it's minus 13, and on block, when you block the down 4 alone, it's minus 13. So alright, so down 4. Down 4 tracks really well, yo. That shit tracks too good though. Like you down 4 by itself, like you can't even step it. So I'm not gonna take note of anything about it being sidesteppable, but it is minus 13. It's minus 13 on block. So I'm gonna make note that it's minus. This is the most important note on this, to be honest, is that on hit it's minus 13. So I'm gonna write down as minus 13 on block and hit. Alright. So I'm gonna get back to his move list and see what else he has. Okay, so this is pretty much another Marduk move of his, which is his down 1+2, which can be stepped. Which can be stepped either way. You can. It's weak to sidestep left and weak to sidestep right. And it's minus 12. Yeah, it's only minus 12, guys. But the thing about this move you have to be careful is that this move right here, it high crushes. So you have to be careful of this is actually a decent, it's an okay high crush. So you have to keep note that that it does in fact have high crush properties, but it's weak to sidestep left and right, and it's minus 12. What I mean by high crush is like it can high crush any like of like your jabs or like any notation that's high, it goes under it. So let me see if I can demonstrate it. Let me see if I can demonstrate it. It's kind of hard for me to do it in here. It's kind of hard for me to demonstrate it in here, but what I'll try to do is, I know what I'll try to do right now is, I think I can do it this way to try to show you guys. So like after I block the jab, I'm going to yeah, after I block the jab, I'm gonna try to jab back and see if he goes under. See how he just crushed it, bum? He just crushed my jab. It crushed my magic 4 too, as you guys can see. So this move in fact crushes any, I guess it crushes any notation, whether it's a jab, whether it's a jab or a magic 4, it's gonna definitely beat you out. So it's a good high crush, man. It's not a bad high crush move at all, and it's only minus 12, so it's not that bad. I did try my 1-2, man. I did try my 1-2. It crushes me before the 2 comes out. See, it's crushing me before the 2 comes out. I am doing 1-2, guys, but it's crushing me before it even comes out. Yeah, if it can high crush electric, I'm not too sure on that, man, because electric has a huge hitbox. So that's a whole nother subject of if it could crush electric or not. Alright, so this is like his can kicks. You know, this is like a Devil Jin launcher. It is minus 15. This isn't really, I don't see too much use for this. I mean, it is 15 frame launcher, so, but he has a hop kick. So, I mean, but I guess this is more damage. So, this is a good way to punish minus 15 for an Ogre player, just because it's more damage than like a traditional, just generic hop kick. But it is minus 15. So, Ogre should really only just use it for like punishment. But as you can see, man, this shit is steppable. it's weak to sidestep left and right, which I'm starting to notice, to be honest with you guys, that Ogre is really weak to sidestep left and right. Like, he has like horrible tracking. Only things that are really gonna track you is like his homing move. Alright, so these are just his can kicks, man. This isn't something, you know, that's like a key. This is definitely not a key move, but this is like a move that a Ogre would use to probably punish minus 15. So let's see. Alright, down back 2. This is an interesting move because Ogre has a low homing move, so this is pretty interesting. It is launch punishable though. It's launch punishable, but it does decent damage, man. Shit hurts. So the thing about this low though, guys, is that it is a homing, so I'm gonna try to step. So this is his low homing move. This is unsteppable. It does a lot of damage, but the thing about this low is that this low is launch punishable. So you do have to be careful about how you use it, and it's actually a pretty slow low. Like, the game just came out, so you guys probably will get hit with it a good amount of times at first, but it's a 27 frame low, guys. It's really slow. You know what I mean? Like, you really shouldn't get hit by this too often. Like, the game is new, so you're gonna get hit by it, but like eventually you're not gonna get hit by it no more because it's 27 frame low. It's really slow. It's minus 16 on block, and it's plus 2 on hit. So keep in mind that it is plus 2 on hit. I think on counter hit he gets like some type of juggle. Yeah, it knocks down, and I believe he gets some type of juggle. I don't know exactly the juggle he will get off of it, but all you guys need to know when doing anti-strats is that he gets a juggle off it if he crushes a high. So this is a high crush low, and on counter hit he gets a juggle. Again, the notation for this is down back 2. It's a low homing move. That's minus 16, and it's plus 2 on hit. So let's go to, that's a key, and that's probably a key move of his, I'd say. That's something in his arsenal. Alright, so this is like a generic, this is not really something I really should cover, but so you guys know, this is a generic down back 3. Similar, this is pretty much similar to like Julia and Heihachi. This is like their animation for their down back 3s. I'm sure other characters have the same animation, but this is a generic down back 3. And it's launch punishable. It's minus 15. It's actually minus 17 to 18. So it's pretty punishable low. It's not really useful at all. But you know, just to show you guys, it's launch punishable. It's minus 17. It's actually frame data says minus 17 to 18. Alright, let's check it out. So that's not a key move, so you guys don't really have to worry about that low too much. Just keep in mind that is launch punishable. Alright, so this is like his unblockable, which unblockables is whatever. Alright, so this is, what is this, back 2-1? I don't know the point of this. It's natural combo though. But you can duck the second hit and hop kick punish. So it's natural combo. I'm trying to figure out myself like what the use of this is. Oh, that's the use of this. Is it? Oh no. Okay, it's pretty slow. It's a 20 frame. Back 1-2 is 20 frames. The first attack is minus 15, and the second attack is minus 13. Oh, you trying to hit Miguel's unblockable? Listen, man, when you hit Miguel's unblockable, you let me know, man. I'll take you to the Sizzler. I'll get you all you can eat at the Sizzler, man, because Somebody get hit by that unblockable, man. They really need to stop playing this damn game. But let me see. Let me go through the rest of this move list. I wouldn't name this as a key move, but just so you guys know, it is the first hit is minus 15, and the last hit is minus 13, and you can duck the last hit, so this isn't really a big deal. Let's see which way it tracks. Seems to track good left. It's horrible tracking to the right side, so you can sidewalk it right. So it's not a very good, it's not a great move. Alright, now I'm gonna go over his back to 1. Alright, so this move jails though. Well, I thought it jailed. It doesn't jail. If you try to move, you will get hit by the second attack. It knocks down, so it probably wall splats. This move right here. Let's see, back 2-1. Alright, see the thing about this move is that it's not really useful. It's 20 frames. Both hits are minus 16. Now let's see if he can delay this just to see. See, the first hit stuns, so it gives a crumple, which he can probably combo off of. He cannot delay this at all. So it's pretty, to be honest with you, it's pretty safe to think that, like, it's pretty safe to believe that, you know, that somebody will just use the first part, because it does give a stun, or somebody might try to gimmick you out. Like if your back is to the wall, somebody might be like, you know what, I'm gonna throw out this string, because they know the first part is minus 16. So they'll probably throw out the second part just to try to catch you off guard and wall splash you on the wall. But just remember, guys, that this string, both hits are minus 16. So just remember that. I'm really trying to find his key moves here, man, but there's not enough information on this character. Oh, this is the true Ogre low. Okay. So this low right here, I know True Ogre has this low. And the notation for this low is back 3-4. Yeah, it's pretty much like Julia's back 3-4. It's the first low. Yeah, it is definitely Julia's back 3-4, but I do remember True Ogre has it as well. But the first part is minus 11 to 13. All right, let's test this real quick. See, I would have to definitely just do the low by itself. Oh, I didn't hit record, sorry. Alright, so the frame data says that it's minus 13 to 11, which I disagree with. I disagree with this being minus 13 to 11. It's most likely always minus 13. Even though this is Miguel's 12 frame while rising, the reason I'm using this is because if it was minus 11 to 13, that means this wouldn't work. That means that this can't work all the time. But it's working every time I block it. So I think the frame data is probably just, they're just not sure. But from what I can tell you guys for sure is that it's minus is that it's definitely minus 13. So his back 3-4. Let's see if tracks pretty it tracks pretty good. Tracks both ways actually. So what you can take from this low, at least the first part, is that it tracks both ways. It's it's always minus 13. I really don't think it's ever minus 11. It's always minus 13. Um, and just like Julia, like the 4 is safe and it knocks down. So I'm gonna go back to it. But you can interrupt this. You can even interrupt it with a 12 frame while rising too. So there's really no mix up. Oh shit. Okay, so he's going under. He's interrupting me. Well, he's not interrupting me because it doesn't say counter hit. It's just that Miguel's while rising 1 has no range. So it's definitely not like going under it by any means. It's just that it just doesn't have any range. But you can interrupt this even if you think the person might do it. You can still just interrupt it with your while rising. So don't be scared to punish it. Like don't be scared to punish it, thinking that the person might do the last part or something. Like if you really do think that, then you can just hop kick. Like if you have a feeling like, yo, the person is probably gonna finish this, you can just hop kick it. But if you do want to punish the move, I just suggest punishing it with your 13 frame while rising if you have it. So last part is safe, and the string is interruptible. But the last part knocks down, so you have to be careful that it knocks down. He probably gets a combo too. Alright, so apparently this is his taunt or whatever. And you get kicked in the mouth for that. That's a waste of time. Killing elbow. Alright, so this is like it's like Bruce's homing move. Doesn't track. I mean, I'm sorry, this is Bruce's unblockable. Doesn't track though. Okay, so he has Asuka's he looks so stiff doing this. But yeah, he has up back 3-2. So and this can be interrupted. So but the trick about this move that you guys have to practice is the same thing as like Asuka, for example, is that if she finishes this string, some punishers will get hit by the 2 because they won't hit the 2. Like you'll get hit by the 2 because your punisher won't reach it, and the 2 will just hit you out of it. So you have to find out what move will always hit him, no matter what, even if he finishes this or not, because this is a pretty unsafe move anyway. This move is minus. The up back 3 by itself is minus like 22, and the 2 by itself, and the 2 is minus 19. So you have to make sure Ogre is done no matter what after blocking this. But you can hop kick it. You know, I can do twin pistons. I can hop kick it. So with Bob, I'm gonna try to up 4 1+2 it. That's not the correct punish. So I can interrupt it and punish it. So just keep in mind that while you're interrupting this move, you can punish it also. This isn't really like a key move per se, but you know, this is something that like a gimmicky player. Oh, back to Miguel. All right, man. You don't gotta yell at me. Hey, Miguel's right here, man. But all right. Let's see what else he got. This is an interesting move. This is up 3. Doesn't track. I thought it tracked, but it knocks down. Doesn't track at all. But it knocks down. It's minus 12 also. So I don't really see anybody really trying to use this as a wall splat or anything like that. But somebody might use this to crush a low. Somebody might use this like to crush a low or something, or maybe a juggle filler. This is a move you're probably not going to see much, but you can. This is weak to sidestep both ways, and it's minus 12 on block, so you guys know. Alright, so this is a move, you know, Armor King and Roger have up for 1+2. You can step it both ways. Really linear move. Gives the same knockdown as like Armor King or Roger would. Trying to just see right now for you guys. It is +2, just like theirs. It is +2, and it leaves you in crouch. So you might see you'll probably see Ogre throw this out once in a blue. You know, it's not a useless move, but it's not a key move either. It's just something that gives frame advantage, and if you do get hit, character most of the time gets a juggle. But I don't know if Ancient Ogre can juggle off it or not, but it does hurt and it knocks down. So that's all you really need to know. It's a safe, you know, low crush that, you know, knocks down. It is linear though. And just to reference the move, like Armor King and Roger have the same move as well. Okay, so this is like a juggle filler for sure. But the up forward 3+4, definitely a juggle filler. The first part is safe, so let's test this out. First part is safe. First part is safe, so that's not bad. Let's see if he... Oops, sorry. Yeah, see, I don't know where he would really get off of this if he just hit you like this by itself. But it's safe. This is more of like a move you'll see as a juggle filler, if anything. You won't really see this move much of any other reason. So this is forward. This is interesting, man. The notation for this... You know what's weird about this move is that the notation for this, right, is forward, is forward neutral, right punch. Even though it's like a kick coming down, I don't know, but forward neutral right punch. It's +6 on block, but it is linear. But it is a frame trap. It's a pretty decent frame trap. It's, you know, that's all it would really be used for. It's +6 on block, so yeah, you guys have to keep note of that. That if you do block this, you have +6. The opponent is at +6, so you have to be careful. You really don't want to try to attack after this. You kind of really just want to space them out. After you block it, try to like backdash and block, or maybe try to step and block and see if you can evade a move. Yeah, it's actually notation for it is a right punch. It's forward neutral right punch. So it's forward neutral too. Alright, so he has Lee's E slide, which is pretty interesting. But it's not hard to punish E slide, you know, for most characters. You just have to find the punishment. Like Miguel, all he can do is while rising 4 for most E slides. Is while rising 4. You can pick him up with 4-4.